to the office, everybody. I need my phone stand. Let me plug everything back in.
There's something happening here. What? Like sideways, stop, children, watch that sound. Everybody look what's going down. Like sideways, stop, children, watch that sound. Everybody look what's going down. Children, watch that sound. Everybody look what's going down.
Let's get into it, shall we? I'm not doing any boxes right now. Please don't ask. Okay. On August 19th, 2025, I received a protection order from Mr. Kalasa. And within this protection order, it says, as soon as I find it, wherever it's fucking out. I'm a horrible, horrible, horrible host. So August 19th, right, 2025, I received a protection order from Mr. Kalasa, right? It is a emergency protection order and stalking order, right? A protection and stalking order. Because Megan Deering mailed me a package that was unsolicited. In a recorded video, Megan admits to blowing smoke into a package despite initially discarding it. She retrieved the package from the trash to further demonstrate malice. The package contained dog feces, which Megan casually remarked was the only ass he had. She mailed this package to me via UPS. I live with my elderly mother. I'm on disability. This has caused me severe emotional distress. The feces could have harmed us. Right? So on September 3rd, I went to jail, you guys. I went to jail. I went to jail. Because Mr. Kalasa called the detective and said, the defendant, having been served with this notice of content of a stalking no contact order issued on 8/18, served on 8/25, did knowingly commit an act which was prohibited by the stalking no contact order, and the said defendant violated remedy 06 by going onto TikTok and stating, I'm reading something, I'm stating something, right? Crybaby bitch. Remember the first time you cried? People in my group purchased a t-shirt for you and it hurt your feelings so bad the cops were called and pressed stalking charges. Right? So I had to go spend the night in jail. Now, on the police report that Mr. Kalasa made, it states on the police report how he came into my room and started to argue with me. So, Detective Stacy, is that your name? Detective Stacy, Casey, Detective Casey. That's where you fucked up. That's where you made your first mistake, right? Because if there is a protection order against somebody and the person who placed the protection order goes into said person's place of employment and starts harassing them, that person of the said employment has a right to defend themselves. Falsely accused and falsely arrested. We went to court yesterday. We went to court yesterday, and all charges got dropped. The state's attorney was highly disappointed in the appointed lawyer that I received when I got out of jail that morning, because she failed to do her job as well. So we have the police failing to do their jobs properly. We have state appointed lawyers failed to do their jobs, and an innocent person got locked up, charges pressed, and had to deal with this shit for months. So let's talk about my jail experience, right? Let's talk about my fucking jail experience. I go, the detective calls me, questions me, asks me my side of the story. I tell her exactly what I'm telling you guys. Mr. Klasa came into my room, started harassing me. I responded. Per that detective, that was grounds for a violation of a protection order. Detectives don't know the law. Detectives do not know the law. I turned myself in. I cooperated with the police because I was threatened. If I do not turn myself in, there's going to be a warrant issued, and the state of Indiana will come pick me up and indict me to Cook County Jail, right? County jail. She said, if you don't want to go to county jail, you need to turn yourself in as soon as possible, right? Schaumburg is a lovely area, very nice area. The jail was absolutely beautiful. It was probably one of the nicest jails that I've ever seen, right? Haven't been in jail much, but we watch a TV, right? So I come home, I talk to my husband, tell him what's going on. Megan, cooperate. Cooperate. Okay. So we go. I get off of work the next day. I go. I turn myself in at 10 p.m. I'm there. I need to plug my phone in. I turn myself in at 10 p.m. There it is. That is the night I went to jail and I turned myself in. We go. They arrest me, put me in handcuffs, and take me to the intake booking room. I get back there. And the police officer is talking, getting my information. He pulls the report and fucking laughs at me. He fucking laughs at me. As I look at him and I say, I'm sorry, is something funny? He says, oh, I remember reading this police report. The name Mr. Klasa is a very familiar name. I said, "Oh, you guys know him around here?" He says, "Yes, the police department is very aware of Mr. Klasa and who he is, and I'm sorry that you are one of his victims," is what the fucking police officer tells me. Oh, fabulous. Fabulous. So that right there tells me instead of dealing with Mr. Kalasa and his craziness, you guys just take an innocent person without doing a full investigation and lock her up because you don't want to deal with this crazy fuck. Is that right, police officer? Is that right? Is that what you're telling me? Mr. whatever his name was? Yeah, he's down here all the time trying to press charges and harassing people. Oh, fucking fabulous. Lovely. Good to know. Good to know. Right? Good to know. So, I go, take my mugshot. I've been asking for people to find it, and I don't understand why TikTok does what TikTok does, but when I ask you guys to find my mugshot, nobody could find it. I go and I'm talking to the lady that's taking my mugshot, and I said, do I have to look like sad and depressed, or could I, take a picture? She says, no, this is your mugshot. You can have it however you like. And I said, fucking fabulous. So I have on my mugshot, as soon as you guys find it, the biggest smile. And it's such a beautiful picture. She even allowed me to look at it. And I think I even retook it 2 times, maybe 3 times. She was very nice about my mugshot. I was told last night by an individual that I have to request it from the Schaumburg Police Department. So I'm going to definitely look into that today because I would love my mugshot. So then they put me in a cell. Lock me up and throw away the key. I'm a fucking criminal. I'm a criminal because I hurt somebody's feelings. Because you don't want to deal with said individual. You would rather just fucking push it away, lock the person up, throw away the fucking keys, and let the judge deal with it. Is that right, Schaumburg fucking police department? Right, honey? Isn't that what you did, Detective fucking Casey? I think so. I think so. So, I'm in my cell. And it was the best time. I have to tell you, I've been waiting to tell you guys about this story for a very long time. It was the best time. The cell was so nice. It had it was a metal cell, right? And then it had like a 10-inch padded bed on it. It was fabulous. And even the officer came in and told me, if you take the roll of toilet paper and shove it up underneath the pad, you can have a little pillow. And I was like, oh, thanks for trying to make my stay a little bit more comfortable. I appreciate you. They were really nice over there. So, anyways, while I was in my cell, they have cameras, right? They have to watch. They have to watch the prisoners, right? To make sure they're okay, that they don't harm themselves or they don't misbehave or whatever, right? And I know that there's audio, right? So what did I do? TikTok? What did I do? I looked at that camera for about 3 hours. And I talked to those officers the way I talk to you guys. And I told my story. I told them everything that Mr. Clauses does. All the people that he has harassed and bullied and put fear into their life, and calling CPS, and calling jobs, and paying people for money for personal information. I told them that. Because I know that that information is being recorded. I did. And then also, while I was in my cell, laying there telling my story, I was counting the bricks on the wall. Yeah, I was counting the bricks on the wall. You know, I don't know, but like when I'm in a confined area, sitting, waiting, like I have nothing else better to besides like count. And I'll count like, bricks on the wall. What else are you going to do when you sit in a fucking cell? And then the lady, the guard, walking around checking up, making sure everybody's okay, even mentioned to me. She said, I asked her, she came around, she said, everything okay over here? And I said, yeah, everything's fine. I said, I have a question really fast. You know, I'm sitting here talking to this camera. Like, do you guys hear me? Do you guys see me? Are you guys listening? And she says, yeah, we're back there. We're listening. We're working and doing our paperwork and we hear you. Okay, thank you. I just wanted to make sure, because if not, then maybe I might have stopped if she said, no, cameras don't work or whatever, right? So I got clarification that it was, it's definitely recorded, right? It's definitely kept on file, and that they heard it, right? And she even apologized about, the harassment and the bullying that happens on TikTok. She's like, this is really messed up that you're going through this. She was very, very nice. She even brought me snacks, you guys. Oh my God, this Jill, it was fucking fabulous. I had potato chips, I had barbecue chips, and I had an apple juice. No, I don't think it was apple juice. I think it was like grape juice, but it was like a little juice box. Yeah, it was lovely. And then in the morning, she came over with some donuts and a coffee. Could you believe that? I got donuts and coffee. I had coffee time, y'all. I had coffee time with the police officers. Could you believe that? I bet you they had so much fun during my coffin time. Here I am, sipping here, drinking my coffee, talking to the police officers through the fucking video, and they are just loving it, y'all. Yeah. I had coffee time with the police officers. Imagine that. Oh, fuck. It was a nice little stay. I felt like a princess. They took really good care of me. They really did. They were super nice, except for the officer that laughed at me and apologized to me for being Mr. Claus's victim. Well, I mean, he was nice about it, but it just kind of pissed me off, right? That they knew and whatever. Let me go light a cigarette. Hold that thought. Coffee time with the police officers. Coffee time with the police officers. I think I'm going to change my background too, because I have more backgrounds coming through. Right. Coffee time with the police officers. Now, the coffee, you guys. The coffee was nothing fancy like I drink in the trailer park. All right. It didn't come in a tumbler. I didn't have my French vanilla creamer. It was just a little 10-ounce plastic fucking YOLO cup. What are they called? The Dixie cups, right? Just 10-ounce Dixie cup of black coffee. Nothing fancy. And I was like, well, prisoners can't be fucking choosy, right? So I drank it, ate my little croissant or donut, whatever the heck it was. And she says, okay, come on, it's time to go. I said, oh, okay. She says, turn around, put your hands behind your back. And I said, is this necessary, ma'am? Like, is this necessary? She's like, I'm sorry, but it is the procedure. Fabulous. So they cuffed me, walked me through the hall, and lo and behold, there's Detective Casey. I got to meet that bitch face to face. At first, I was nice. Oh, hi, Detective Casey. Nice to meet you. How are you? Good morning. Blah, 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 blah. But then she fucking told me that she was tired of her office being filled with this social media PO bullshit, and that I needed to be fucking quiet and walk away. Now you guys know who I am. She said that to me and I lost my fucking shit. I said, ma'am, if you don't want to do your fucking job, then don't be a detective. If you're complaining because your office is filled with PO fucking bullshit, get a new fucking career. Because what is happening is not fucking okay. We have these crybabies on the fucking internet that want to sit and harass people and then play fucking victim. And then what you guys do, what the police do, is arrest the innocent people because you don't want to deal with the fucking crazies out there. I lost it. Megan, you're not going to be able to stop this. What? Do you not know who I am? Do you not know who I am? Because what this said individual is doing is not only to me. And I fucking tried to explain this to her. There are multiple people out there that he is trying to fucking destroy their lives. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm the one that got fucking the ass end of the stick for it. And I'm okay with it because nobody else has to go through this. I will do this. I will be that fucking person to stand up for everybody and have to go through the fucking valley of the shadow of death because I know what's right. And I'm protected. I'm okay with this. So I lost my shit. I think I called her a bitch or two and told her absolutely not. I'm not going to be silenced. Absolutely not. I'm not going to stop with what is going on. It's not right. It's not okay. And you guys are doing absolutely fucking nothing about it. So I turned around and told the other officer, now take me to court. I want to talk to the fucking judge. Damn, my cigarette went out. Hold on, I gotta light my cigarette. So they walked me down to the court and they put me in another cell. They put me in another cell. I sit there and I'm waiting and I'm waiting. So within the state of Illinois, right? They have something that is called an I bond, right? You get arrested, you go stand in front of the jail or in front of the judge, and they release you on an I bond. It's a promise, right? It's simply a promise that you're going to come back to court. So this court-appointed lawyer comes in and starts talking to me. And I tell her what I simply told you guys. We go in front of the judge, and she tells the judge everything. And the judge says, okay, we will continue this until October 30th. Ms. Deering, behave yourself, and I will see you on October 30th. Fabulous! Thank you, Judge. Thank you. Papa the Demand, mind you, Papa the Demand is there the whole time. He took me out there. He spent the night with a friend. He came. He was there the whole fucking time, right? We get in the car. We drive home. Now, mind you, you guys, Schaumburg, Illinois is about 2 hours from me, okay? Keep that in mind. 2 hours. Two and a half hours from me. So, we come home. I'm all fucked up in the head. And then I make this video. And I'll play it again for you guys, for all of you guys who have not seen it. But the video does have 10,000 fucking views because it's fucking bullshit. But I'll play it for everybody who hasn't seen it. There's something happening here. What is it? What? I don't. Now let's remind everybody really fast. What I've been through before we further this story, right? This individual, right, did a deep dive on my husband and looked up my husband's information and blasted his criminal record all over this here internet, right? He showed his mugshot, right? He also threatened my husband, told him he would pay him $1,200 to pull up so he could beat his ass, right? He also played a clip and was narrating the story that my husband told my daughter he was going to kill her. Right? Now let's talk about what he's done to me really fast. He called CPS on a live because he was mad at Florida Man. Would you guys like to watch that clip for everybody who doesn't know that story? I'll be more than happy to play it. Now, mind you, everybody, as all of this craziness is going on, I have blocked about 20 of said individuals' accounts, and he keeps on coming back in. Where's my CPS call? Here it is, everybody. Here it is. Hold on. Hold on, please. Because you guys have to see this. You guys have to see this.
Can somebody give me the number to his local elder abuse? Who's not calling? You have reached the Indiana Department of Child Services Child Abuse and Neglect Reporting Hotline. To continue in English, press 1.
I'm sorry, but I'm fucking shaking, you guys.
I think it's endangerment. To me, it's endangerment.
I just wanted to come up here and let Mikey know for false allegations in calling CPS. It's a fucking felony, so go ahead and keep doing it, you dumbass.
Okay, good. Fine, of $5,000. I do. I 100% believe in good faith that what's going in the house.
Mikey, you 100% believe in bad faith that you're doing the right thing because you lost. You're losing. You're crashing out. You're on the phone with CPS right now? For what? Because I green screened your dad and told you to go to bed? That's the most recent voice you're going to remember your father having as mine? Every time you think about your father telling you something, you're going to hear my voice.
Hey, Bougie, for Megan's records, after he's done, or if he's done talking, if somebody's going to try and take this live down, can you end it before and download the live and then send it to Megan?
Yeah, I think it's being recorded, right, Shiz?
Okay. I just wanted to make sure, because this is bullshit.
Oh, it is. And I think we should call right behind him.
I'm going to call his fucking mom. like, no joke, I'm going to call his mom.
It's such a waste of resources. Like, it's a waste of resources when you guys call CPS and make false allegations on people, and also calling the cops on people and having them go to people's houses. It's there's other shit more important than your ego and your little bitch fits that you're having online because you're being made look like a little bitch that you are. So stop calling people when it's not fucking needed.
Remember, everybody, this is what Queen E, Holly Mae, Regina, Pastor Petty, this is what they approve.
I am playing the clip
Mikey.
Of Mikey calling CPS on me back in May. Okay, everybody?
What account's he on, Megan? Just underscore Demir.
I will not be calling a wellness check on Mikey because that in itself is also a waste of resources. I'm just going to call his fucking mom. We don't retaliate by calling other agencies against someone who wants to waste resources like that. We retaliate by calling his fucking mother or calling his brother and telling him to go slap the shit out of him or something.
Florida man, how many stepkids do you have now?
I don't know.
Because I think you just keep collecting and collecting.
Listen, I am just a sugar mama. I think it's deemed at least necessary to make a look over there because the stuff they're showing deceased people online, kids in the area. They're telling people to pull up their house that they believe is dangerous. So if you believe people are dangerous, why are you telling people to come to your house when CPS is going to 5150 them? To me, even that in of itself is dangerous. Tell me again what it is she's doing. She's showing deceased people, better people on the internet. She's disgusting. I'm talking disgusting videos with the child right next to her. She's saying disgusting, threatening things.
He sounds ridiculous.
Where says she doesn't care. She's a known racist. Is her kid to also say this?
Because she's a racist. Megan, show your surrounding.
And like I said, I don't know if I can't say if anything physical is going on, but there is definitely mental abuse going on in that household.
Mm.
And she admits to driving with no license with her kid in the car. That in of itself is dangerous. She admits she has no license and she drives with the child.
Any other concerns?
That's it. I think this has really got to be looked at, and I will follow it up with the police in that city.
And then any safety concerns in the home that you're aware of, that dangerous animals or contagious diseases?
I believe they got animals, and I believe they clout the Second Amendment, so I believe they are armed.
Any domestic violence concerns?
Yes. The husband's got a domestic battery charge. And she's got 2016, 2017. And she's got DUIs. Suspended license, currently.
All right, we'll go ahead and get this sent on to the county, and then if you have additional concerns or if you get any other information, you can definitely give us a call back at any time. Okay?
Thank you, and I'll be following this up with their local police department also.
Absolutely. We'll go ahead and get this sent through, and if you need anything else, just give us a call, okay?
Thank you. Please keep an eye. I very much feel concerned for what's going on there and the way they conduct themselves in the house with that child. I believe it's at least deemed a look.
Sure. Absolutely. We'll go ahead and get everything sent through to the county, and then, like I said, follow up with law enforcement or give us a call if you need anything else.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. You have a good night.
All right, bye. Florida man, your turn.
Okay. Now, you guys just sat here and listened to that last statement. Florida man, your turn. Because an individual does not like what another individual did, there was a phone call made to CPS with lies. I showed dead people. I was showing disgusting videos. I was threatening. I'm racist. My kid says racial things. There's mental abuse going on in my house. I drive with no license with my child in the car. And we protect ourselves with the Second Amendment. Now, if this doesn't tell everybody the mental state this individual is in, I don't know how much more clear I need to make this. My thoughts, my opinions, speaking from facts, this individual is sick mentally. He needs help. And it's not okay what he's doing on this internet to all you women. My inbox is full of you guys reaching out to me, of you guys saying, Megan, oh my God. He's calling CPS again on me. He's called my job. He's threatened the school. I've said it in the beginning, and I'll say it until I fucking stop talking. I believe Mr. Kalasa is using this app as a man-hunting device to harm individuals. The proof is out there, you guys. And unfortunately, I am in the line of the crossfire. So, he has called CPS on me, made false allegations. He has a YouTube page up, right, of last time when I knew, months and months and months ago. It was around 200 of my full lives, right? He has called me a scammer, right? Evie's journey, and I'm sorry to bring this up. This is part of the story. I have to talk about this. Evie's journey. For you guys who don't know what Evie's journey is, there was a sick baby who was on hospice, and we tried to get her to Disney World, right? So she could have these big, wonderful, beautiful memories with her family, right? So we did it, right? We contacted other people contacted people, and we got this baby to Disney. We collected funds. It went straight to, I forget the name of the organization now. Base Camp. People donated directly to Base Camp. We did not collect any money at all whatsoever. But said individual decided to run around this here app and try to destroy that. Try to destroy something as beautiful as getting a sick baby and their family to Disney World so that they can have long-lasting memories. He runs around this app telling everybody what a fucking racist I am. I mean, we all know that's not fucking true. We all know that's not fucking true. You heard it in the CPS call. He told that woman that I was a known racist. Like, are you okay? I don't understand. Like, it's like, what is going on here? I don't understand. He wished death upon my husband. Would you like to hear that clip? Would you like to hear that clip? I think I need to get my my drive really fast, because all the clips that I have are on that. Yeah, because all of that. Oh, where the hell is it at? Popular demand. I bet you it's in the car. Mm-hmm. Mm. I bet you it's in the car. Damn, I should have brought it out. All right, let me go to my email and see if I can play it from my email. I have to go to my car and get that drive really fast, you guys. It's gonna be easier to... Oh, maybe under shorts. Yeah, let me just go to my, let me go to my car and get my drive really fast. Let me see my downloads, because it's probably... Yeah, because they're labeled in there. I could show you guys this one, right? I could absolutely show you guys this one. You guys count how many accounts. $20 accounts that I have blocked. 20 accounts that I have blocked. And he still keeps coming back, right? Because he was just in my live last month threatening me. Well, not last month, 2 months ago, threatening me. Oh yeah, here's a video of him showing said house and doxing all of my information. All right, What is this?
My real name is. I already got her real name. I'm fucked. Can he tell y'all where I'm at? Yeah. Yes, I actually. Well, right now, no. You're on vacation. Right now, you're on vacation, but I 100% know where you actually live. Our kids in the background. What are we talking about? I mean, they don't.
There's Mr. Klasa threatening to call CPS on Queen E. What is this one?
If anybody could get me what you're doing's legal name. If anybody could get me what you're doing's right now, here, watch. Watch. I'll give you the money. I'll give it to you. You find me what you're doing's legal name, city, state, legal name. If anybody could get me what you're doing's right now, here, watch. Watch. I'll give you the money. I'll give it to you. You find me what you're doing's legal name, city, state, and I will give you $500. Oh, shit. I didn't even get... No.
Oh, what is this?
You're not the fucking victim. What was that? A little bit of a domestic going on over there? Fucking victim. Is that a little bit of domestic? Like that's what I'm saying. CPS might be coming.
Another threat against CPS.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right.
I gotta charge my phone. I can't listen no more. I gotta stay in the truck. I gotta get some work done.
Okay.
I'm tired. I heard you wanted to talk.
Oh, I'm talking all right.
Hi, guys. Hi, chat. Love you. I'll see you in a little bit.
Okay.
Bestie. I gotta go to work, though.
Okay. I just need to let everybody know my number one supporter and fan right there. That is my husband, right? Yesterday after court, I wanted to come live and I wanted to do this. And he said, Megan, now is not the time. And I was like, it's not about, I'm not attacking anybody. I'm not going after anybody. This is not what I'm doing. This is my fucking story. And it needs to be fucking said. It needs to be shared. I'm tired of not speaking on it. This behavior is ongoing since I've been to jail. This individual has threatened Queen E. This individual has went after Bree. This individual has went after Friends with Attitude. 3 people that I am aware of that he's tried to destroy their lives. And in the matter of 2 months, 3 people that I am aware of. Right. I promise you, I'm going to get to that part. And if you're out there, I'm ready to have that conversation with you. I seen you in my inbox. If not, I'm ready to have that conversation when you're ready. Not right this second, though. Okay. Oh, absolutely it does. Absolutely it does. Said individual is so scared for his life that he had to go get a protection order because he was inquiring about a t-shirt and we sent one to him. So he gets his protection order, but yet here he is in my live under another account that I don't know the name of. Please hold. I'm going to play this clip for you guys. Now remember, this is the morning that I received the protection order. This is the morning that I received the protection order from Mr. Kalasa. Now, if said individual is so scared for their life, why is said individual in my life right now?
That is defaming my business, and I'm losing money from him because he's running around this here fucking internet
this is a video that I'm showing, right, after the fact that I received a protection order against this said individual. Now, if said individual is so scared, why is said individual in my room recording me right now? That's what I'm doing here, right?
On this here internet.
What?
My stalker, the one that looked at my husband's criminal background check and released it to the internet.
That's actually not a crime.
My stalker. And what did I do to him? I simply laughed at him and hurt his fucking feelings. That's all I did. I laughed at it. My stalker. That.
Yep. My stalker. Remember. Let's not forget that he has 20 plus accounts blocked from my room and is not allowed in here, but yet was in here recording me and has been recording me. I was looking for something. What was I looking for? Oh, him threatening to or not threatening, I'm sorry. Him wishing death upon my husband. Hey babe, are you there? Do you know where that USB drive's at? Lip glossy, I'm not doing it for me, honey. I am doing it for all of you guys out there. This is I know you guys are scared to speak up. I know my inbox is full. Megan, I'm scared to speak up. Honey, go protect yourself. I can't get a protection order against him because he has my info. He'll get my information. Honey, he's already got your information. He's already got your information. Go protect yourself.
Yeah, that's exactly why I released all her videos. If she would have never did that, I would have never said anything to her. I would have never said anything to her. Would have never said anything. She did it. She did it, and she lied. She lied. She says I said the word unalive. Never said that. Never did. Never said it. She's misinterpreting the context of the outfit and the shit that I was wearing. Like Megan likes to say. Isn't that Megan? How come it's...
Well, there he is admitting that he released 200 of my full live videos. Yeah. Username, who this? If you don't like what I'm doing, you could kindly fucking exit left, bitch. Let me do it for you, okay? Okay. Anyways, let's get back to the story, right? Let's get back to the story. I'll have to go out and find my USB drive in time, right? In time, I will find that USB drive, and I will play the clips for you guys. Okay, let's get back to the story. So where did we leave off? We left off the morning of court. I got an I-bond. I got released for free. Court got continued until October 30th. I made that video. How to deal with this shit. Now we go to court. Right? I went to jail. I got released. Right? So now we go to court, October 30th, over the protection order. And in the meantime, I went and got a lawyer. Right? I went and got a lawyer to fight the the violation charge, right? So I have a lawyer for the violation charge. I go to court over the protection order, right? Because they're two different cases. I chose, right, not to hire my lawyer for my said protection order, right? So we go to court. We go to court October 30th, and when I tell you this fucking shit show was a fucking circus, it was a fucking joke. It was a fucking joke. The judge fucking laughed and said, "You have got to be kidding me." You have got to be kidding me. So we go. Mr. Colosso versus Mrs. Deering. Your turn. We get up there. We raise our right hand. We get sworn in. Do you solemnly swear to the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Oh, absolutely we do. Mr. Colosso agrees and says, absolutely, he will tell the truth. So the judge says, okay, Mr. Colosso, you're the plaintiff. Please explain to me why I should grant this protection order. When was the first time you became in contact with Miss Deering? I can't make this shit up, you guys. I cannot fucking make this shit up. He tells the judge, that he first came into contact with me because I support beggars and scammers. And the judge says, I'm sorry, what? And Mr. Clausen says, yes, on the internet, on TikTok. He, right, calls out beggars and scammers. And that's how we met, because I support beggars and scammers. You guys, when I tell you I'm standing on that fucking podium with both of my hands on that fucking podium, fucking trying my hardest to not fucking bust out fucking laughing. It took fucking everything in me. It took everything fucking in me. So the judge says, okay, you guys met on TikTok. Please tell me why you think this protection order needs to be granted. Mr. Colosso responds with, because she talks about me. The judge says, I'm sorry, because she talks about you? Yeah, she talks about me. I looked up at the court fucking reporter, and I have this smile on my face from ear to ear because I am laughing so hard on the inside because how ridiculous he sounds right now. I look up at the court reporter, and she just looks at me and smiles and shakes her head. I can't make this shit up. I can't fucking make this shit up. So then the judge asked Mr. Colosso, has Miss Deering ever had any contact with you? Did she ever contact you in any type of way? And Mr. Klasa says, and there's this pause. There's this pause. No, Your Honor, she never contacted me. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? What other grounds for a fucking emergency fucking protection order? I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done. I go to fucking jail because why? Why did I go to jail? Why did I go to jail? What a waste of time of the courts. You girl, look it. Queen E did exactly that. Absolutely. Queen E filled that head up with information, thought that fucking there was gonna be something fucking there, and then fucking when she realized, whoa, fuck, she bounced. She fucking bounced. And then once she fucking bounced is when Mr. Klasa threatened to call the school. Did he threaten to call CPS on her? I don't know that information. I do know he threatened to call the school. I need more coffee. Go get your refills. So, a protection order needs to be granted because I support beggars and scammers, and I don't contact said individual. I don't go into the spaces where he's at. When last year, okay, let's talk about last year, right? When it fucking dawned on me, when it finally clicked, no boxes, unless it's Dana. When it finally fucking clicked in my head that he was using this device as a manhunting device, I stopped. I was fucking scared. I was like, oh my God, he's seriously doing this. He's seriously using this device as a manhunting device. I stopped. I blocked all fucking accounts and I left it alone. I'm sorry, I'm not doing boxes unless you're Dana. But what said individual did, right, and there's clips of it, he went from room to room to room, jumping in boxes where he knew I was at or was going to be or have been, right, my friends' rooms to harass me and talk shit about me. I have multiple clips of that. I have multiple clips of that as well. But what you will not find is me going into his fucking spaces because he's a scary individual. Nope. we're at court. We're standing in front of the judge. Yeah, don't request. You guys don't just deny all boxes unless it's Dana, please. We're at court. And he admits to the judge that I have never contacted him ever, what fucking soever. So then he goes on to talk about the t-shirt. Yeah. The t-shirt. Right? The t-shirt. Right? We've all heard the story. What Megan did. Right. Now, might I remind everybody that this is an entertainment app. Right? Entertainment app. And there's such a thing called satire. Okay? Now, I'm not denying the fact that a t-shirt was purchased for him. I'm not denying the fact that I mailed that t-shirt out. Yeah, no, not denying that all. I'm not denying the fact that my husband told me, no, Megan, don't send this t-shirt out, and threw it in the trash, right? I'm not denying that. I'm not denying the fact that there was dog shit all over the package, right? All of that story is true, right? But what I failed to tell you guys, because this is a fucking entertainment app, right, is the fact that when I pulled said t-shirt out of the fucking trash can, I went to the store and purchased another bag. Yeah, I purchased another fucking bag. Opened the fucking bag up, put the t-shirt in the fucking bag. There was no smoke blown into it. There was no ashes on it. There was no fucking dog shit on the fucking package. No, there wasn't. So, the judge, Mr. Klassa, starts talking about the t-shirt. Oh my God, I sent him a t-shirt and it had dog shit on it. And the judge looked at him and said, this is fabulous. Mr. Klassa, she sent you a package with dog feces on that? And he said, yes, Your Honor. And the judge says, well, how did she do that? And he responded, through USPS, and I believe it cost $9. I am not making this shit up, you guys. I fucking promise you. And the judge says, Mr. Klassa, it's against the law to mail packages with dog feces. And he says, yeah, I know, she did that. She sent it to me. And she put the return address as his address. That's against the law too. I cannot believe he's trying to convince a fucking judge that I mailed a package to him with dog shit all over it. What the fuck? What the fuck? And then the judge asked, well, how did she do that? Through USPS cost $9. First of all, let me just let everybody know, right? If there was said fucking dog shit on a fucking package, right? And I took it to the USPS or FedEx or wherever, wouldn't you think that lady behind the counter would be like, well, wait a minute, ma'am, there's dog fecal on here. We can't send this. And all of you fucking people out there, they would have denied that package. They would have fucking denied that package. All of you people out there who truly believe that I sent a fucking package with dog shit on it and it got fucking delivered. What is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? Let's not forget, this is a fucking entertainment app. There's a such thing called satire. If somebody told me that story, common fucking sense tells me there's no fucking way. Let her say whatever she wants to say, right? Let the person, okay, fine, you mailed the fucking package of fucking UPS. No, it's not true. There is no way a person behind the counter that works at the fucking post office would even accept that fucking package. Just saying. Just fucking saying. So there's that. So there's that. So common sense is not so common these days. Absolutely not. Nope, absolutely not. It's not. Well, and that's where people are getting fucking all this story all fucking twisted up. It was on the fucking shirt. It was all over the fucking shirt. It was all over this. It was all over that. Go listen to that fucking clip. Clean your ears out, everybody. Listen to the clip and let's listen to the verbiage and the wording, right? It said package had dog shit on it, right? So let me just clarify. Said package did have dog shit on it, right? But before I mailed it out, I knew the UPS would not fucking accept it and take it. I knew it. I went to the fucking store, bought a brand new pretty little fucking package, filled out the information, and fucking shipped it fucking off. I came on here and told that fucking story because it is hilarious. Hilarious, darling, hilarious. And Hair Junkie is up there fucking laughing right now, rolling in his fucking grave because all of this bullshit is happening right now. But my favorite part of court was the fact that the judge asked Mr. Klasa, have I ever contacted him? And he replied with a long thought, no, Your Honor, she never did. So he finishes up. Okay, Ms. Deering, would you like to respond? I see you have a lawyer. I can't give you any legal advice, but what I could tell you is that you have trial next month over said violation charge. Now, it is up to you if you would like to speak, or we could handle this case together in one day next month. Nothing. I looked at the judge. I didn't say a fucking word. And he said, I need to remind you that anything you can or anything you say can will be used against you on your upcoming trial, right? So I fucking was staring at that judge, not saying a word. And I heard popular demand, Megan, shut your fucking mouth. Do not speak. I heard bougie, Megan, shut your fucking mouth. Do not speak. So I didn't. I just stood there and looked at the judge. I didn't even answer the question. I stayed silent, right? So the judge then says, okay, We will continue this matter next month on November 24th, 2025. And I raise my hand as he's filling out the paperwork. Right? As he's filling out the paperwork for the upcoming dates for the new new court date, right? I raise my hand and I say, Your Honor, may I just ask a question really fast? I said, yes, go ahead, Ms. Darren. I say, Your Honor, in the state where I live, right, I have filed a protection order against Mr. Klasa. He is using the legal system. He is weaponizing the law to destroy my life. All of this is false information, right? I have that conversation with the judge and how I feel about him using the legal system against me. So I tell him, I went and filed a protection order against Mr. Klasa. And the sheriff, right here, the sheriff of Schaumburg is to serve him, right? And the sheriff has been out there on September 16th at 5 p.m. The sheriff has been out there on September 17th at 5:30 p.m. The sheriff has been out there September 18th at 11:17 a.m. The sheriff has been out there on September 20th at 2:50 p.m. And the sheriff has also been out there at September 21st at 1:13 p.m. Now, Mr. Klasa is refusing to answer the door. He fucking loses his shit. He has a fucking breakdown in the fucking courtroom and loses his shit. No, that's not true. I didn't know. You have to prove that I didn't answer the door. And the judge lost it on him. Said, Mr. Klasa, I'm going to need for you to calm down. I told you to not interrupt Miss Deering when she is speaking. And he's fucking spasmatizing out. This is not fucking true. She has to prove that the sheriff's been to my house. I didn't know. Finally settles down. He says a few choice words. So the judge, Miss Deering, please continue. So then I say, Your Honor, I have a copy of the protection order. Is there any way we could hand this into the sheriff and have him served right here, right now? Lost his shit in the fucking courtroom. Throws a crybaby fucking fit, yelling and screaming at the judge and at the sheriff. It was a fucking circus. It was a circus in that courtroom. Circus in the courtroom. And he says, Mr. Klasa, I asked you to not interrupt Miss Deering. This is the second time. Next time, I will hold you in contempt. And I am standing there on that podium, trying my hardest not to laugh. Trying my hardest not to laugh at this goofy fuck. The judge says, Miss Deering, I'm sorry, we don't do that here in this courtroom. Okay, thank you, Your Honor. I tried. He releases us. We go sit down. We're waiting for our paperwork, our updated court date. And Mr. Klasa loses his shit again. This is false information. She's got to prove it. I need a copy of the records of the court hearing. not even at the podium at this point. He is at the fucking stands. On the benches. How do I get a copy of this court hearing recording? This is immiscible. Whatever fucking he said. Like, whatever. The police officer goes over there. Well, the judge stood up. Mr. Colassa! This is the third time I have asked you no outbursts in my courtroom. Wow. The cops go over there. Not one, two. I believe it was two. There was two cops. There was a lady cop and there was a sheriff. The sheriff and then a prisoner intake cop go over there, and she pulls out her fucking handcuffs, and the judge is, if you don't sit down, you are going to jail. The judge is a man. The judge is a man. Absolutely, the judge is a man. He's an older gentleman, really older gentleman. He's been judging for probably 100 years. And I say that respectfully. I said judging. He's been judging. You guys know what I mean. So, Mr. Colassa shut the fuck up and sat the fuck down. Now, if this doesn't tell you, again, right, this part of my story doesn't tell you, right, what kind of fucking mental state this dangerous individual is in, I don't know how much more I can make it clear besides the clips that I have. Absolutely. He absolutely cannot control himself. Absolutely. And it showed in the courtroom. It showed in the courtroom. Yeah. So then we receive our said paperwork for the next hearing, October 24th. And we go on our way. We go on our way. I have to plug my phone in because it's starting to... We go on our way. So, let's talk about the behavior that has happened after said court date. And Mallory could contest for this. Mal, I'm sorry if you don't want this spoken about, but I have to speak about it. Mallory was doing what Mal does, right? She was streaming, I don't know, was she streaming him or was she just watching clips of him? I don't remember which one it was. I don't know if she was streaming him or if she was watching said videos. I don't remember. But anyways, Mr. Colassa found out that Mal was doing what Mal does, and he threatened to call CPS. That video that I just played, it was Mal streaming, watching Mr. Colassa. He threatened to call CPS on me again. After, now remind you, this is after court, right? Everything's fucking gone. He's got his fucking little protection order. It's solid and valid and in order. He threatens to call CPS on me again because another person's behavior. Let me repeat that one more time, and we will listen to the clip. He threatens to call CPS on me again because Mallory was watching videos or streaming him or whatever. weaponizing the government and the law against somebody, right? Trying to destroy my life because said individual doesn't like the behavior of other people on this here internet. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what does Mr. Classa do? He wakes up the next morning and calls the police. Mm-hmm. He calls the police on Mallory, and he calls the police on me. And I'm at work, right? Once again, I'm at work. I have to remove myself from my workplace to go talk to the fucking police about an allegation. Megan Daring, are you familiar with this said individual, Mr. Classa? Yep, absolutely I am. Mm-hmm. Are you familiar with said individual, Mallory? Mm-hmm. Absolutely I am. Are you having Mallory stream Mr. Classa for me? I wasn't on TikTok that night, you guys. I wasn't. I was at home with my family. You guys know I don't go live at nighttime. My nighttime is my family time. I was getting messages from you guys because Mr. Classa was crashing the fuck out because Mallory was streaming him and he wanted me to go back to jail for it. So I told that phone call, I told that officer, and absolutely not. I do not. He's like, because third party contact, I'm not having anybody reach out to this motherfucker. Because in my personal opinion, he is a very dangerous man. And I advise all of you guys to stay away from him. My thoughts, my opinions. Videos show in 4K how dangerous this man is. I would never, ever have you guys put yourselves in harm's way. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah, look at this person. This person says, I have all 5011 of his accounts blocked. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So then let's move forward. Let's move forward to 2 weeks ago. Now, for those of you who were in Alyssa's live, right? 2 weeks ago, I was in Alyssa's live and we were speaking about Alyssa. I don't know what we were speaking about, but I was in Alyssa's live, right? Mm-hmm. And so was Dana. So was Dana. And Mr. Classa decides to go into Alyssa's live and start streaming it while I was in the box. Mm-hmm. So my first question is, right, to myself, any individual, right, is scared for their life against somebody else, right? Why would any individual who is scared put themselves into a predicament, a room, a space where the other said individual is at? Now, when my phone was going bazonkers because people were telling me that Mr. Klasa was in that room, right? The people that know what's going on and how he was streaming me in that room. I turned my camera on, right? I turned my camera on and I just simply announced, like, Alyssa, I think Mal was in the box too. So I addressed Alyssa. You know, at first, me and Alyssa didn't really get along, right? Like, there was some, bumpy roads there. So I just thanked her, right, for doing what she did and apologized. And I'm grateful that we could be friends, and how it's been over a year, right, in Alyssa's room. And these are my friends. And I also thanked Mallory, right? It's been over a year now that I threw in that white towel with Mallory. Mallory was in the box. And I thanked Mallory for letting it go as well, right? Like, it's been a year, right? We're over that, right? So thank you two who are in the box, in my safe place, in my friend's room, right? And then I continue to thank all of my friends and my supporters who were in the chat, right? Thank you guys down here in the chat for just listening to me, right? Being there and supporting me. This is my safe place. This is my safe place. These are my friends, my supporters, my loved ones. And here he comes into that place and starts streaming. And starts streaming. And then he continues to make threats. That's it! She violated the protection order! I'm calling the cops! Is exactly what he said. Is exactly what he said. She violated her protection order. I'm calling the cops. Lo and behold, that next morning, he called the cops. He most absolutely called the cops. Because once again, I'm at work and I get a phone call. And I have to remove myself from my place of employment to deal with this crazy fuck. And I told that officer, they need to figure something out because this is absolutely fucking ridiculous. He was in my safe place with my fucking friends. He's streaming me. There's no violation to a fucking protection order. Now you guys need to fucking do something about this because he's using the law. He's weaponizing the law to try to fucking destroy my life. I'm about to block the fucking police officer's fucking phone numbers. I'm not even playing. I am about to block the police officer's fucking phone number because I could almost guarantee you I will be getting a phone call tomorrow morning over this live. But what a lot of people don't know, right, with protection orders, right, protection order is still valid. It's good until we go to court. We go to court again on January 20, I don't know, 22nd or 23rd, whenever I would have to look back at my documents. But let me just explain this to you guys really fast. Protection orders, right? Protect you from individuals from contacting, right? I am not allowed to contact said individual. I am not allowed to address said individual. I am not allowed to do any of that, right? But I am allowed to speak about my story. I am allowed to talk about my fucking story. I am allowed to say his name. I am allowed to let everybody know about this individual and what he has done to me. I am protected under my constitutional fucking rights to speak and say whatever the fuck I want, as long as I do not address said individual, come in contact of individual, or go to place of employment and or school of said individual. So, for all of you people out there, right, who want to go out and get protection orders because you guys get your feelings hurt, anybody, right? Anybody who wants to go out and get a protection order because you don't like the fact that somebody is talking about you, that doesn't protect you. That is not what a protection order is, you guys. Stop wasting the court's fucking time. Stop it. It's a fucking joke. It's a fucking joke. I'm getting a protection order. It's not going to stop me from telling my story, right? And I just need to let everybody know, right? I haven't talked about this, right? Because I haven't talked about this. Because for one, right, it's very emotional, right? My husband, mind you, was just in the hospital, right? Now, what I failed to tell you guys about that fucking situation was the fact that he was so stressed out over the harassment and the police and going to jail that's what got his fucking blood pressure high. I couldn't tell you guys that. I could not tell you guys that because I was in fear if I spoke about it, right? Said fucking individual is going to call the cops and I'm going to go back to jail. So I failed to tell you guys that. But that is why he ended up in the hospital, you guys. So now, right, after we go to court and he turns the fucking courtroom into a circus and the judge laughs at him and the court reporter is like, oh my God, trying to fucking hold it in. And I'm standing at the podium. Megan, do not laugh at him. Do not make a fucking sound. You could do it when you get in the car with popular demand. And boy, let me tell you, that ride home, 2.5 hours, mind you, 2.5 hours ride home was the funnest fucking car ride I have ever had, because we laughed and fucking laughed and fucking laughed over the stupidity that we just seen. Yeah, we did. We fucking laughed. Some of you guys got phone calls, and we were able to laugh together about the situation, which is absolutely fabulous. So thank you for the people who received phone calls. Thank you for being there with me so that I could share this story with you guys first, right? I appreciate that. I really, truly do. I have to go pee. You guys go get a refill on your coffee. Go get a refill on your Diet Coke. Go get a refill on your iced tea. Even if you need to fucking refill your double gin and tonic, okay? Go do that, okay? Good morning, TikTok. We're talking, bitches. We are talking today. All right. So, where do we leave off? Where did we leave off? Court date. Oh, the ride home from the court date, right? Okay, ride home from the court date. We get home, and then the behavior continues. He threatens to call CPS on me. He actually called the cops on Mallory and myself. Oh yeah, up to 2 weeks ago. We're up to 2 weeks ago, where said individual entered Alyssa's room, where he knew I was in a box and started streaming me. 2 weeks ago. Which brings us to yesterday. Mm, mm, mm. Let me get the clip that was submitted to the officers that failed to do a full investigation, which ultimately led me to go to jail. And might I remind everybody, please let me just emphasize the fact that Mr. Kalasa on the police report states that he came into my live and started arguing with me. Let's not forget that, okay, everybody? Okay. Please hold.
This is her live right now watching my stream.
Oh, so he's in here, right? Is that what's going on, Mikey? You in here too, honey?
Yeah, I'm allowed to, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm allowed to, ma'am. I'm allowed to do it to get evidence, ma'am. I'm allowed to. It's one way. It's one way. It's one way, ma'am. Ma'am, it's one way.
So, let me just clarify something really fast, okay? That is true, right? That is a true statement, right? That is a true statement. Said individual is allowed to be in here, right? But what said individual is not allowed to do is harass me, right? There is a protection order against me to him. But when you go into an individual space and start harassing them, right, that protection order is null and void. Okay. So everybody everybody knows, for all of those people who want to get protection orders against other individuals because whatever fucking reason, just remember, when you guys get these protection orders granted, you guys are not allowed to go into a safe place that you have a protection order against and start arguing and fighting with said individual. Per the police report, right? Mr. Kalasa put on the police report that he entered my room and started arguing with me. Time to smoke. Falsely accused and falsely fucking arrested because Detective Casey failed at her job. Simple story. Simple as that. Simple as that. Now, which brings us to yesterday's court date. Yesterday, I had to drive 2.5 hours to go to court over said violation. That didn't happen. There was no violation. There was no violation. The lawyer submitted said video I just played for you to the state's attorney. The state's attorney. The state's attorney reviewed the police report, the videos, and all of this information. And the state's attorney simply fucking laughed at him. They were aware of his behavior from October 30th. They have those documents. They're aware of the behavior that is going on online. They have those videos. So they've decided, instead of turning the courtroom into another fucking circus show, they pulled him into the hallway. And spoke with him about what is happening. And said individual lost his shit and threatened the state's attorney. when he found out that there was no violation and the charges was going to be dropped, he threatened the state's attorney. So, they pulled me out into the hallway after Mr. Kalasa lost his shit again and was escorted back into the courtroom and was told to sit down and be quiet. They removed me from the courtroom and pulled me into the hallway and talked to me and simply explained to me what I have been trying to explain to all of them over the past months. They know it, they see it. They told me the charges were going to be dropped because there was no violation at all. And they asked me to not laugh at him when he goes in front of the stand. Could you believe that? Because of said person's individual behavior, said person's behavior, they asked me to not laugh at him when he gets up there and starts speaking. I said, absolutely not. I will not respond to him. So the judge calls my lawyer and me and the state, right? So it's the state, my lawyer, and myself. And the judge asked, okay, where are we at with this case? And the state says it's dismissed. There's no violation. And my lawyer states that we're in agreement to it and it's over. They leave. Now, because the protection order was on the same day as the hearing, because the judge knew that I had a lawyer for the charge, the judge assumed that the lawyer was going to represent me in the protection order, right? I did not want to spend the $900 that it cost to fight a protection order. When I know that this individual made a police report saying that he came into my room and started arguing with me, and then we went to court and he told the judge that I have never contacted him right there, right? No grounds for a protection order. So I was not going to pay the $900 for a lawyer when I know I could fight this on my own. Got it? And let me just remind everybody who's out there, oh my God, she's gonna go back to jail. Oh my God, she's cheating. No, let me remind everybody, protection orders are for the protection of the person, right? I am not allowed